Hi, my name is Kathy Jetnil-Kijiner, and I'm a poet from the Marshall Islands. The Marshall Islands was a site of over 60 nuclear weapons being detonated during the U.S. nuclear weapons testing program. And that has totally wreaked havoc on our environment, on our island, and our health and our people. These women had to deal with a lot of birth defects and birth abnormalities, giving birth to things like jellyfish what they call jellyfish babies, or babies, with no bones, really horrific, traumatic things. And so this poem is really a meditation on those experiences of those women. So here's the piece. Sometimes I wonder if Marshallese women are the chosen ones. If someone selected us out from a stack, drew us out slow, methodical, then issued the order. Give birth to nightmares. Show the world what happens when the sun explodes inside you. How many stories of nuclear war are hidden in our bodies? 574. The number of stillbirths and miscarriages after the bombs of 1951, before the bombs, 52. Bella Cambodge told the UN she could no longer have children, that she saw her friends give birth to ugly things. Nere gave birth to something resembling the eggs of a sea turtle, and Flora gave birth to something like the intestines. She told this to a committee of men who washed their hands of their sin, these women who bore unholy things, and how these women buried their nightmares beneath a coconut tree, pretended it never happened. Sinister, hideous, monster, more jellyfish than child. And yet they could see the chest inhale, exhale. Could it be human? Nere gave birth to something resembling the eggs of a sea turtle, and Flora gave birth to something like the intestines. In Marshallese legends lives a monster called a Medenegwar. Women demons, unhinged jaws, swallowing canoes, men whole. Shark teeth in the backs of their head. Necks that stretch around an entire island, bloodthirsty, hungry for pregnant women and babies, monsters. My 3-year-old likes to hunt for monsters in our closet. We use the light of my cell phone, a blue glow in the dark. We whisper to each other, "Did you hear that? Did I hear what?" Nere gave birth to something resembling the eggs of a sea turtle, and Flora gave birth to something like the intestines. The silence of my dreams is severed by her screaming nightmares, and I am a mewling mess turned monster, huddled in the corner, wide-eyed, wild-haired, unable to touch, unable to bear the exhaustion, pain, and anxiety clawing away at my chest. Am I even human? Postpartum, easier to diagnose after the fact, 2 years later, and those memories still haunt me. When I became the bump in the night. When I realized I needed to protect her from me. Did you hear that? Nere gave birth to something resembling the eggs of a sea turtle, and Flora gave birth to something like the intestines. In legends lives a monster, women demons, unhinged jaws, swallowing their own babies, driven mad, turned flesh rotten, blood through their eyes, their teeth, their nose, were the women who gave birth to nightmares, considered monsters. Were they driven mad by these unholy things that came from their bodies? Were they sick with the feeling of horror that perhaps there was something wrong with them? My 3-year-old sleeps next to me. I have lost my fangs and ugly dreams. I watch her chest inhale, exhale, know that she is real, she is mine. I try to write forgiveness and healing into our story, into myself. In legends lives a woman, turned monster from loneliness, turned monster from agony and suns exploding in her chest. She gives birth to a child that is not so much a child, but too much a jellyfish. Struggling for breath, struggling in pain. She wants to bring the child peace. She wants to bring the child home, her first home inside her body. It is an embrace. It is only an embrace. She kneels next to the child and she inhales.